Bible says would have nappy hair and his body would be like burnt bronze or brass as though it had been burnt in an oven. Give the white man his white Jesus back, put it in the garbage can, set it out on the corner, and let the garbage man pick it up and take it to the garbage dump. It's a form of spiritual genocide, a form of mental genocide and Holocaust. 40 to 50 million Holocaust survivors still in the death camps of America, still in the ghettos of America, still robbed of our names with Harry McGillicuddy, Jim Dandy O'Houlihan, Abraham Lincoln Culpepper, Hattie Mae hamburger with lettuce and tomatoes on the side. Robbed completely of a knowledge of ourselves. No other people in the annals of time have been so robbed and spoiled. The Bible said these are a people who are robbed and spoiled. They are snared in holes and hidden in prison houses. We must rise up like Ra. Rise up like Ra. Take on a new life and take on a new birth. I say I criticize the Pope. I don't have any respect for the Pope. The hell you mean I called him a cracker? So damn what? The Pope don't like me. The Pope does not respect my leader and teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He has no respect for the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and he is one of the perpetrators in our genocide and our current condition. You offer an apology? We're sorry. Everybody else gets reparation. Damn Jews get over 70 billion, over 100 billion. But you offer us, I owe you an apology. We are so sorry. No. Use your influence to get reparations for us. Use your influence to ease the debt that is strangling and choking the life out of African nations from the World Bank and the IMF and the other MFs. You say, and this is the first time you heard from me on this, and I think you should at a Black Holocaust observance. Well, you called for the death of the men, the women, the children, and the babies. Hell, you had heard that here at Howard University long before King College. Killing our men, our women, our children, and our babies in South Africa. Have killed them over a long period of time. And so I call for my people to stand up and fight back. And you have a problem with that? Because I said that we don't owe the white man nothing in South Africa. We give him 24 hours to get out of town by Sunday. I don't respect the process. I don't respect the elections process. You don't break in my damn house, bum rush my house, black boot stomp my door down, and then one day I gain the power to take my house back, and now we gonna hold a vote. And I'm so silly, you take the west wing of the house, you can take this wing over here, and anytime a dispute comes up here, we will vote on it. One person in this house, one vote. That's a fool. No compromise in South Africa. We don't compromise with the white man in South Africa. You couldn't take America and then turn around and expect the white man to share it with you. Hell, he won't even share it with us when he promised us 40 acres and a mule in 1866 and then turned around and Andrew Johnson vetoed it. No Jew in here has to live under the yoke of bondage and oppression that we still live under and have lived under for the past 500 years. The first president of these United States, these United Snakes, I didn't call it that. Benjamin Franklin used to write in the newspaper. The flag, one of the early flags was a snake for America. When the Union was split, the snake was split up. And they talked about uniting the Union and putting the snake back together. So they said, don't tread on me. That was on your flag, white man. So I call you the United Snakes of America, because that's exactly what it is. As I near my conclusion here, at the Jewish Holocaust Memorial, they talked about books that were a part of the education system under Hitler. And talked about a little book called The Poison Mushroom. Well, hell, we got a book called Little Black Sambo. You telling me about a damn poison mushroom? Little Black Sambo. Dick and Jane were white. The milkman was white. The mailman was white. Huh? The fireman was white. The policeman was white. Mama was white. Daddy was white. The only one that had any black was Spot, and he was black and white. You got the little poison mushroom. We got Little Black Sambo and many other books that poison the minds of black people here in the hells of North America. I have a few more points here, and we should be able to close out. We remember Emmett Till. We remember Cheney. We remember the Scottsboro Boys, as they call it. We remember the churches that were bombed then, and your plot to bomb churches even today. We remember the Sunday school lesson in the church in Alabama being the love that forgives when you bomb the church. We witness Dela Beckwith, who killed Meredith, Evers, killed Medgar Evers, Brother Medgar Evers, and how long it took the so-called wheels of justice to finally get around because his widow, Sister Murley, didn't give up. But it's not justice for Dela Beckwith to go to prison. When we become a free and independent people, the only solution to the Dela Beckwith case would be that Dela Beckwith would be to be dead. That's the only way we can say that the blood of Medgar Evers is satisfied. We remember Birmingham. We remember Montgomery, Alabama. We remember the vicious dogs, and they showed this at the Jewish Holocaust Memorial, but we remember the vicious dogs that would actually leap into the chest of our women during these civil rights marches and bite their breast off, leap up into the groin of a black man and actually with sharp teeth bite his reproductive, regenerative organ off. Yes. We remember your cattle prods and your water hoses turning the water pressure loose on us. No Holocaust greater than this one. Don't even try it. Brothers and sisters, after all of these lies, you deserve a break today. You deserve a break today. The white man has a frequent liar program. There's a frequent liar program, and he's always going to lie. But we must now document our own history. Dr. John Henry Clark has warned us that we are the only people who have no monuments, no memorials set up for our dead, for our pain, for our suffering. So now these bootlicking Negroes in the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus, who stood up to condemn me in the United States Congress, the first time in the history of the world that the United States Congress, and I got the congressional record and looked at the debate that went on. Don Edwards from California took to the floor, they say, like James Madison, come back to life. And he warned Tom Lantos, the Jew, so-called Jew, congressman from California who put the resolution on the floor. They warned them, if you do this, then the United States Congress is flying in the face of the First Amendment. Never before has the United States Congress condemned officially as an act of Congress one of its so-called citizens. The benchmark case of Justice Douglas in Taramello versus Chicago 1949 laid the base for what the white folks call free speech, but you can see it's not worth the paper that it's written on. The Senate condemned me 97-0. So we, Dr. Jeffries, want to bring our case against the Senate and against the Congress with their own law and violation of that law themselves, and go after them that way. For we believe that we have strong grounds to stand on. So brothers and sisters, let us go forth from here. And as we go forth from here, let us build a greater cohesiveness and unity and love among ourselves. Let's build brotherhood, sisterhood, friendship and fellowship and sistership and brothership, and get rid of the bullshit. I didn't say that other word. Let's get rid of the nigger mess and pull together and get away from this division and disunity that keeps us bowing at the feet of our enemy and oppressor who divides us and has conquered us and has put us in this condition. Brothers and sisters, I thank you for being as attentive as you have been. And I want you to stand just for a minute. Just stand for a minute. Don't leave. Everybody hold your position. I'm not.